Hey guys, what's going on? This is Ariel Supersonic 90 coming at you guys today for buymeaniphone.com. And today I have a product that is new to the Incipio line. I got this from mygearstore.com. They have super fast shipping over there. I got one of the products from the new line. I know they have 3 or 4 new lines of silicone cases. And I got one from the Superhero edition. I got the Superhero, the Silver Surfer, and they have a tons of other superhero / colors you can choose from. They have a variety of them. So this is the Superhero Silver Surfer, guys, and I definitely want to show you guys what this is all about. So let's turn the camera and let's try this out, yeah? Alright guys, so here's the Superhero. That's what they call it right there. You can see the Superhero for the iPhone 3G, and I believe they have these in the iPod Touch 2G as well. So it's by Incipio. It's their brand new line along with their tribal, and I believe they have more of the silicone cases that they came out with. But I was really interested in this because it's that metallic-y looking color. So let's open it up and see what this is all about. The color is really nice. It's a real nice metallic silver, basically because the Silver Surfer is that metallic color. So each of the superheroes identify with the superhero they're talking about. So like say for the Hulk, it's going to be green. So that's what it is. And this has a lot of silicone, especially on the corners right here. Well, let's just pull out this. This, of course, Incipio gives you the microfiber along with the screen protector. So they got you covered there. And basically the instructions for installing it. Well, actually not instructions, it's just a guarantee. So let's put that away. And the inside of it is real smooth. It's not going to scratch your phone unless debris gets inside of there. And the silicone inside of it is actually a lot thinner than the silicone on the exterior. Like I said, the silicone on the corners is really thick, and on the sides as well, on the railings you have a bunch of silicone, and you can see it from the back. You can see silicone right here, right here, right here, and right here, and also on the sides bulging out. When I look at this case, it reminds me of muscles. That's what it looks like. It just looks like muscles right there. It looks like Punisher Wade's muscles. There you go, Emil. Had to throw that in there. But yeah, so this reminds me of a muscly case. I guess superheroes are muscly, so they gotta throw that in there. But you can tell this has a bunch of protection, and you guys have to check this out because the silicone is so hard right here. It feels almost like a hard case on the corners, and only on the corners does it feel that hard. As you can see, it kind of bends right there in the middle, but the silicone right here is really thick. So let's throw this on and see how it looks, because the design looks cool, but we'll see how it looks on the phone itself. Better put my phone in or else it'll come out. And let's try this out here, guys. And it's really tough silicone. It's not cheap silicone. It's really, really tough. It's not like, if you guys have tried out, I think the Incipio, I had it for my 3G when it first came out. They're really thin silicones, like the Duro Shot or something like that. That was really, really thin silicone that like really bent at the sides and didn't hold its form. I had that when the 3G first came out in pink, and I hated that silicone case because it didn't hold its form. It was real thin and it didn't do its job. And this silicone is really, really thick, and I was actually like checking this out, and if you guys can see that, it actually bounces on the corners. So you know you're protected if you drop this case, because if you see that, if you actually hear it, sounds like a basketball or a ball being bounced. If you can hear that. On the corners as well as on the sides, you can hear that bounce. So you've got some tremendous protection with this superhero case. So let's go around the case, shall we? The dock is fully open, but as you can see, it's kind of stuck in there, if you can see how thick that is. So I think it'll be kind of hard to get if you have an external charger in there. It might be a little hard to fit in there, but I may be wrong. Right here you got the the volume rocker covered, but it seems like it's really easy to push the button. But I can see an issue right here with the volume, the vibrate switch. It's kind of stuck in there. I don't know if you guys can see that at an angle. You gotta kind of stick your finger in there to actually change it. So those with bigger fingers, it'll be kind of hard to stick your finger in there, but you may get used to it. The sleep wake button is covered, but it's easily accessible. You can easily push that, and it's very responsive. And I can see where some of you guys who have third-party headphones that have that kind of hooked 3.5 millimeter jack, it may be hard to get in, because if you guys can see that the actual headphone jack is kind of thrown in there. It's all the way down there. So if you have a straight 3.5 millimeter jack, it'll probably get in there easily. But if it's curved or whatever, if you guys know what I'm talking about, the L-shaped looking headphone jack, it may have a hard time getting in there because it's so deep in there. And the camera is concealed right there, but it is open. Concealed, duh. The camera is open, and I like the feel of the case. It's a really nice, soft silicone. It probably is a little bit on the tacky side if you do put your phone in your pocket, and it's kind of a bulky case if you guys can see this, but it still is really nice to fit in the hand the way they made this, because when you grasp it right here, your fingers are able to go on the tops and the bottom part, and this part fits in your hand really nicely. So this is a really nice case if you're active, or if you like superheroes, if you're all into the superhero thing. I really like the color. It's really, really nice. And I think this is a really, really nice silicone case. Like I said in my other ones, I'm not too big on silicone cases, but this is one case that it's going to hold its form. And I just like the fact that you know you're covered with this case, because if you guys, I'm going to show this again to you guys because this is crazy. My phone actually bounces, and that's insane. To know that your phone, if it's dropped, especially when you guys drop it from an angle and you like bounce it, and you know if it hits the corner, it's a lot more susceptible to cracking your screen if it's dropped at an angle. And if you drop this, it's gonna bounce, so you're good. So I really like this Incipio Superhero, and I'm really interested in trying more of the Incipio silicone cases. It seems like they stepped up their game. But this has been the Incipio Superhero, and this is Ariel Supersonic Natty, and that's a wrap.